Hi, welcome to Get a Job, Tips and Secrets for the Academic Job Market. I'm Lee Hall, Associate Professor of Literacy Studies at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. You can find my blog online where I talk about teaching in higher ed at leahall.wordpress.com. And if you have questions that you would like to see me discuss here, please feel free to email them to me at leahall39@gmail.com. Okay, so today's question, how do you talk about salary when you don't want to talk about salary? Yes, I get it. There is another video that I recently did which focuses on how to negotiate salary. I don't know if that is what this person is asking or not, but if you are interested in how you negotiate your salary, please see the video that's in the Get a Job playlist on my YouTube channel. But I'm going to take this question a little bit of a different direction because sometimes people think that when they go on a job interview that they have to discuss salary on a job interview. So I'm going to take it in that direction. So how do you do this? How do you talk about salary? Well, initially, you don't have to, okay? You can just go have the interview and not talk about it. Sometimes a department chair or a dean might bring it up to you. Sometimes a faculty member might say to you, hey, you know what? Assistant professors, they're just starting out. These are the kinds of offers that they're getting. Sometimes people might just offer you the information. Okay, great, thank you. I appreciate that. You don't have to do anything more with that information, okay? You're not in a position where you're negotiating. You're on a job interview. So if people or if the dean, for example, tells you this is typically our, starting salary range, and these are the kinds of things we typically offer people in a startup package, could happen. That's fine. You could maybe discuss, ask a few questions, but it's not a formal offer. You're not negotiating, so don't push it too much, all right? That's not the time to be pushing it at the job interview. All right. Now, what I would say is before you apply for a job, okay, and I said this in the video about how to negotiate your salary. Start by looking up the salary of others at the institution, okay? So if you're applying to a public university, right, those salaries are available online. They might be 1 or 2 years delayed, but you can get a good sense of what people are making that are in your position, right? So obviously, if you're applying for assistant professor, don't go see, you could see what a full professor makes, but that's not what your salary is going to be, right? So look up the salary of others at the institution, and then are you happy with this, okay? So if you're moving to a place like California where rent could be $2,500, $3,000 a month, and you're going to be making $50,000, are you okay with that? Are you okay with what that's going to translate into in terms of how you live, where you live, etc.? So think about that, right? That could be a reason for why you choose not to apply for a job, okay? If you apply for a job in an area that has a high cost of living and you look up the salaries online and the salaries aren't really comparable to support you living in a way that you want to live, you're not going to be able to negotiate for a whole lot more, okay? So you might choose not to apply for the job. Or you might say, you know what, I get it. This is the salary range. It's a little low compared to the cost of living, but I really like the job. I really like the area. I'm going to go. I'm going to check it out. I will make a decision later if I get offered the job. That's okay too, all right? You can also look up salaries of other people that are similar to you at comparable places to get a sense of the institution that you're applying to or interested in, how competitive are they, right? Are other institutions at similar kinds of places, are they paying generally the same thing? Are they paying a little more? Are they paying a little less? That'll help you understand how salary works and how people are paid comparatively across institutions. So initially, you don't have to talk about salary when you go on the job interview. People might give you some information, say thank you, take it. You haven't been offered anything. You're not negotiating for anything. Don't push it. You wait till you get it in writing. And then in terms of what do you do when you get it in writing, go take a look at my video on how to negotiate your academic salary.